Never tempt the shitcoin scammers and the grifters to become more cringe, because they will double down on their cringiness. What am I talking about? We're going to take a look at the next crypto gem show. And yeah, I would honestly, I would stay away from any of this crap. It may be entertaining, but it's nothing but affinity scams. Oh, that's right, guys. Next crypto gem show. This is awful. This is absolutely awful. So they've got Layla Halpern, they've got the Cryptos Are Us guy, and they've got this random guy, Brian Evans, who I've never heard of before this show. And it is just looking absolutely ridiculous. And of course, Pleb Underground, we're going to dive into this because there's a lot of grifters. There's a lot of grifters with their hands in this cookie jar. So we're gonna show some pieces here and just make sure that everybody stays the fuck away from this absolute ridiculous shit show. So this is a video where Brian Evans, the Cryptos Are Us guy, and Layla Halpern are all discussing the intricacies of these altcoin projects and what makes one more viable or less. You could see there's a lot of passion here. A lot of passion.
Okay, so what are we thinking?
We cannot go with Team 2.
No?
Well, it's entirely centralized.
Well, which team do you want to go with?
I think Team 3 is perfect. I love the decentralization. I love the fact that they actually offer value and they actually want to help build the community. Team 2, they could dump on the market easily.
They're building utility. It's not there. A little bit centralized, but I definitely think they're much better than, say, Team 3 or Team 4.
Passion matters.
Passion doesn't matter because it's about being trustless. We don't have to trust that they're not going to dump on their followers, dump on the community.
You still want to see passionate leaders that really believe in their project.
But you don't want to trust these passionate leaders. You might as well trust the banks then.
Hey, wow, I left for 2 minutes and your passion is just so hot right now, huh?
All right, guys. Obviously, the key word here is passion, okay? And that is the most important thing, okay? Forget about the censorship resistance, forget about the hard cap, forget about the fact that no single entity can go and change the rules, right? Because that's what it should be, right? That's the way Bitcoin is made. It doesn't matter, okay? What matters is that the founders don't dump on their bag holders. There's passion, okay? That there's passion. Very important. Okay, so now that we saw this ridiculous video, let's dive into it a little bit more. So firstly, we have Brian D. Evans, right? There you go. Entrepreneur, 40 under 40, angel investor, Web3, crypto, AI, gaming, whatever the grift, I don't give a shit. Okay. But what's really important here is this affinity XYZ, like an affinity scam. And what an affinity scam is actually like every single shitcoin in existence is an affinity scam. And the reason is because they all pretend to have the same qualities and the same features as Bitcoin. So what happens is that in an affinity scam, we say, hey, take a look at this. It's just like Bitcoin. It's just like Bitcoin, but it costs a lot less and you can make a lot more money off of it. So to the people who don't understand what they're looking at, they're like, why shouldn't I get the cheaper Bitcoin? Why shouldn't I make more? It's just like Bitcoin, right? Inside their minds, they think of what Bitcoin has done. Oh my gosh, worth absolutely nothing all the way to 69K USD in terms of fiat exchange. Why can't my shitcoin do this? Why can't I be on the ground floor of the next Bitcoin? See, this is the type of crap that you end up stirring up in your head when you watch these kinds of idiots. Okay, this is what happens because they make you think that what they're telling you is real. Anyways, let's go take a look at first we're going to take a look at Influencive. All right, Influencive. Let's take a look here. Digital publication for Web3, entrepreneurs, startups, blockchain, gaming, and technology. So Web3, blockchain and gaming, those aren't technology, but there's also the plus technology, in case you weren't sure. This is so stupid. Anyways, he's red pilled on Web3. Oh, look at that. Member of Affinity XYZ. Interesting. And look at this. This is from the Influencive Twitter feed. Oh, look at that. The FOMO or Pass boys are back. Wait a second. Are these the same guys as the next Crypto Gem? Oh, it looks like they had an unsuccessful, shitty show that didn't work, and now they're revamping it and bringing Layla along. So wrecked. Anyways, here we go, guys. The FOMO or Pass boys are back with another episode of their hit show with @Rossify. The hot seat for the week. Rossify's innovative project focused on-chain credit scoring and capital-efficient lending. Very important. There's nothing more important than your credit score, okay, on the blockchain. This needs to be tokenized. And what's most important is that your credit scores need to accrue a monetary value so that you could sell the tokens from this network that essentially keep your credit scores. And look, they also just happen to offer efficient lending, right? Guys, this is so sad. This is so sad. Anyways, okay, so we can clearly see that these two grifters, it didn't work with Influencive, or it's struggling, or it's not as big as they want it to be. So my opinion is that here comes the next crypto scam, which is the next Crypto Gem. Anyways, all right. Now let's continue on, because there was another player here. Who is this Affinity Collective? All right. Well, Affinity Forge Connections, Master Web3. Affinity Collective is a private community of high achievers. Guys, don't get me wrong, but this all sounds like multi-level marketing. Like I come from a background of telemarketing, so I fully understand what it's like to work with scammers and grifters. Okay, this is nothing but complete fucking bullshit. Okay, nothing is ever going to come of this. Here is the Affinity Collective website. NFT, crypto, and Web3 enthusiasts, creators, builders, investors, entrepreneurs, pioneers. I don't give a shit who gives me money, okay? Just one of you give me money. It doesn't matter. Anyways, and guys, this is also very important information. 200 OG members accepting applicants. What does that even mean? So it's the 200 OG members? And how are those OG members vetted? What makes them an OG? And guys, this is very important, okay? You don't have to worry, because look, only 50 founding members. You don't got to worry. There's only 50, okay? There's only 50, not 51. Because once we get to 51, all bets are off. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, look, the world can catch on fire. We have no clue. We have no clue. So these guys, they made sure 50 founding members. That's the line, okay? Nothing gets past that point. Look who commented here. You may not be familiar with Grift Boy, but I've done quite a few videos on his Affinity scamming. Oh, it's funny, and he's touting this Affinity company. Apparently, Grift Boy is more of an Affinity scammer than we thought. Anyways, Brian is a Web3 and crypto pioneer. He's talking about this other dude over here, Brian D. Evans, this grifter over here. Yeah, just, for continuity. You are in great hands with him and Affinity. Oh, God, this is so sad. All right. Well, we're not done yet. We are not done yet tearing this shit apart, because remember the whole platform that is offering you this new TV show, right? It wouldn't be complete without its own shitcoin. But wait a second. The people that we just saw in that video were talking about passion and integrity and not dumping on your bag holders. So why would something that is paying to produce a TV show have its own shitcoin? Seems kind of strange. Seems kind of grifty. All right, guys, say hello to Hourglass Wait Alpha. Here's their link tree. Now, the reason why we're taking a look at this, right, is just to point out a couple of things, right? So, because remember, this isn't a grift. This isn't a scam, okay? Not a grift, not a scam. We know why there's a teaser video about it, okay? And also making it so that it's not a scam. BitBoy announces strategic partnership with Hourglass. So he's not incentivized in any way to shill this crap, okay? Not incentivized. No way. Here's their Medium platform. And we're just going to quickly take a look at one of the articles here. Hourglass hosting exclusive VIP meet and greet during Bitcoin Miami. So for the people that remember, Grift Boy was there, and Layla Halpern, who is also a host of this show, did an interview with him, and they made big noise about it. Oh, it all starts to come clear. It's not organic. It's just fucking marketing, guys. That's all this is. All right, here we go. We're thrilled to announce Hourglass and the next Crypto Gem TV show will be hosting a VIP social during Bitcoin Miami. Oh my gosh, we were shocked. This is an exclusive event in partnership with BNFT or Ben NFT, whatever. Meet the producers, judges, and legends of crypto. All of this is part of the marketing validation. Brian D. Evans, Layla Halpern, George Tung, and Ben BitBoy Armstrong will be among those in attendance. So we've shown time and time again, BitBoy takes money from shitcoin projects to shill you crap, okay? And it's not just us. There are many YouTube channels that have exposed BitBoy's total lack of integrity and complete unawareness or ignorance to the fact that he is a horrible grifter. Anyways, just his endorsement. I know this is a scam. It doesn't even matter anymore. And that shit-eating grin doesn't help him either. Okay, let's continue. Hourglass is a community-driven, tax-free token with renounced ownership. 100% is circulating. The mission of Hourglass is to elevate Web3 by incubating projects that bridge the crypto space with mainstream entertainment, popular apps, major retail brands, and large-scale real-life events. I love the bullshit, and it really doesn't take that long to debunk it. Like, I'm really not that smart. I just go Google stuff, okay, and I look around. It really doesn't take that long. I mean, granted, I did do troubleshooting for 20 years, so yeah, I'm kind of, I'm a little bit decent at digging through details. Doesn't mean I'm always right, but it's definitely it's definitely a helpful skill. Now, remember, right? This is 100% community driven. It's 100% the community, right? But yet, the Hourglass has a collective team. The collective team just so happens to be the people that are going to be shilling the next Crypto Gem show, and it just so happens that Hourglass has a bunch of projects. Oh, look at that! What? No way, is that project, the next Crypto Gem? Oh my God, Alpha District also being shilled by them. So this is great. Project Pendulum, that's a good one. Oh, Project Hourglass back again. So they've got Project Hourglass, they've got the next Crypto Gem. It's totally open, guys. It's totally open, and there's no team. This isn't all just one team. This is community driven, right? This is community driven by. Let's see here. Let's go take a look. All right. So we've got Brian Evans, right, who is the guy that was shown on the video. Okay. You've got George Tung, who's Cryptos Are Us. All right. You got Layla Halpern and her brother Gideon. Wow, that's great. So I mean, there's no way that this is a crypto grifter project, right? Like there is not a chance. And don't forget, right? They told you that 100% of the coins are in circulation. So pretty much it's trust me, bro. That's what this is. This is all just a bunch of trust me, bro stuff. Now, all right, guys, this is the fun part. Okay, this is the part where we remember how the crypto grifters work. All right, so the first step is I love Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. Buy this shitcoin. I love Bitcoin. Use my platform. I love Bitcoin. Insert whatever the hell I want you to do. Like that is the main piece of it. So the first thing they tell you is they love Bitcoin. And as a result, right, people who don't know any better, they say, well, they like Bitcoin, so it must be okay. The next step to it, okay, is the partnership parade. Now, the partnership parade, this is something I actually came up with when I first started dismantling shitcoins. And the partnership parade is essentially this. It's something that I learned when I was in the corporate world. So we had this hallway, okay? We had this hallway in our main office, okay? It was in our visitor center. And in this hallway, we had all of these plaques, really nice plaques from Microsoft, from Oracle, SAP, big companies, right? Big companies, big partnerships, bigger than any of this shit, that's for sure. And guess what? they were all partnered with the company that I worked for. Do you actually think that equaled adoption of our product? The company that I worked for, do you actually think that, oh, well, you're working with Microsoft, that means we're going to take your product? Let me tell you something. Customers don't give a shit, okay? Customers don't give a shit. And what you need to separate yourself from is that this is supposed to be money. You're not investing in a company, but the mind fuck and the trickery that they do, you get confused. You get confused and you're like, well, yeah, that is a good partnership. And if they're partnering with them, they must be huge. Do you know how many people are partnered with Google? Do you think that any of that has equaled any dollars to the bottom line? Doesn't mean anything, okay? All a partnership really does, okay, and all it really means is that that the two companies are going to pass certain information between each other, number one. Number two, okay, there is a possibility that you may test out each other's beta programs for different software. Possibly in some cases, there are unique solutions that are being developed for the partnership. Okay, that's all it is. But none of that translates into adoption. None of that translates into network effect. None of it. Okay. Anyways, after the partnership parade, okay, you have the technology trap. Now, the technology trap is, I think, one of the biggest hurdles in this space, because a lot of people that come to Bitcoin are technologically savvy. A lot of people come from a background of technology. My background is in network administration, and then I pivoted to access control. So, it's like everybody, there's a lot of specialized people in this space, people that understand technology very well. Now, when you confront a person like that with a lot of compelling data about the technology, sometimes, and I'm one of the people who fell victim to this, I was fooled by the technology trap, because I would look at the technology of these shitcoins and I would say, well, that tech is better than Bitcoin. But then you need to ask yourself, why am I here in the first place? I was looking for a censorship resistant ledger. I was looking for something that the government can't control, that the government can't print, and that essentially I have full custody of. Bitcoin is the only digital hybrid asset, whatever wording you want to use, that fulfills those qualities. But you see, the shitcoiners, they try to get you with the tech trap of saying, hey, look, Bitcoin's a little bit slow. This goes much faster. Okay, what are the trade-offs? Why is it faster? Well, so before we even get to the trade-offs, we have to remember this. Every single shitcoin that exists is an affinity scam of Bitcoin. And the simplest argument is this. They all saw what Bitcoin did. It's that simple. Bitcoin started at zero, and it began its adoption, and it began its adoption journey. Every other shitcoiner saw what Bitcoin did not want to do the hard work of building on Bitcoin, and realized they could just grift a bunch of noobs with shitcoins. So all they had to do was create a really elaborate, believable story that inspires hopium. And what better to people who are technologically savvy than the technology trap? Guys, this thing is so much faster. It's so much safer. It's got 5 different privacy algorithms. You don't even know what one of them does. This one's got 5. So that's also part of it. Now, the last piece to this, okay? The last piece to this is the community con job, okay? And this was something I fell for as well in my shitcoining days, because they always tell you about, look how big the community is. The community. Why does that matter? Because in Bitcoin, it's about adoption, right? And you can't have adoption without a quote unquote community. There is no Bitcoin community. There's just a bunch of people that hold Bitcoin, or in some cases use Bitcoin, or in some cases hold and use Bitcoin, and then there's people who develop around Bitcoin. There's all these sporadic communities that don't necessarily agree. There is no the Bitcoin community. There's no such thing as that. I know people want to believe it and say, no, but there is. We all like Bitcoin. Yeah, but it's not a community. Okay, none of us can agree. That's why there's so much arguing. Anyways, my point is that the shitcoiners need you to believe that there is a growing community of people that are going to use these shitcoins. The reality is, okay, as a shitcoiner, okay, this is most likely your experience. You buy the shitcoin, you let it sit on an exchange, and you read news about it and fill your mind with hopium about it. This is the extent of shitcoin logic, okay? There are some people who are going to pretend that they're going to try to do something with it. So they'll move their shitcoin into like cold storage. Okay, that's fine. Then you have the people who have figured out the grift, which is the shitcoins are completely useless. So the next step to this is proof of stake, right? So the shitcoins that have proof of stake, right, like such as such as Ethereum, such as even Chainlink, or even let's go way back in the day to some old terrible shitcoin named Potcoin, okay? So there's no use case, so all you can do is accumulate as much of this crap as you can so that hopefully one day someone's going to pump your frickin' bag and you can dump it. But what you don't realize yet is that those markets are incredibly illiquid and the bags are being pumped so that the market makers can dump. Not you. Anyways, guys, look, this the next crypto scam. Yeah, it's not a crypto gem. Okay, there is no next Bitcoin, and only Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. Don't fall for the grifters, guys. I'm sure that this show is going to be very entertaining. But just stay away from actually buying into their narratives. It is complete crap. You will be sorry. Don't sit there and think to yourself, well, come on, they're on TV. Like they can't, they can't just outright rug pull. FTX was endorsed by Tom Brady and his wife, by Kevin O'Leary. It was all over the news. There were advertisements everywhere for FTX. Okay? Look at what happened there. If you think for a second that some crappy little crypto show with 3 wannabe influencers can't frickin' rug pull you, you're being naive, okay? You don't need this crap. This is just good for entertainment. That's all. And even then, it's dangerous because unfortunately there's naive people that have a lot of hope, people who feel that they've had a rough time in life and feel that they deserve a break, right? I deserve a break. I deserve my chance. You know something? If you really feel you deserve a break and you deserve your chance, learn to store your money in a censorship-resistant ledger. Learn to store your value in Bitcoin. Don't waste your time with the rest of this crap. Guys, that does it for our clip today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's right. Help me fight the evil YouTube algorithm, and I will catch you all tomorrow.